Salamat po. Mayor, just sit down. Alam mo, Herbert, pati Lani, I have a two pages speech ko. I can finish this in about 1.5 minutes. Tapos na, mag-uwi na tayo. So, hindi ko masabi yung gusto ko because I might just do justice to the guy who wrote this. Babasahin ko na lang po and allow me to talk a little bit further. A few more minutes so that I can convey to you what is in my heart and in my head. I am happy to join you in this launching of this Crisis Monitoring and Management Center. Through the center, the MMDA would be able to fulfill its mandate of providing 24 hours assistance to the people of Metro Manila during emergency and crisis situations. This place shall serve as the primary operations centers where all government agencies and non-government organizations would converge to respond to all sorts of disasters, from petty vehicular accidents to massive floods, from transport strikes to devastating earthquakes. Since its establishment 2 decades ago, MMDA has played an important role in the coordination and mobilization of government and non-government resources during crisis and emergency situations. With the establishment of the center, we are highlighting the need of the MMDA to be more responsive to the needs of our constituents in Metro Manila and surrounding provinces. I therefore direct the MMDA to assume a lead role in government's effort to maintain peace and order in our communities. Be vigilant not only in protecting our people from natural and man-made calamities, but also in our fight against illegal drugs, crime, and corruption. I also direct the MMDA to initiate programs that would educate our people, especially the youth, on the importance of disaster preparedness and the need to mitigate the adverse effects of climate change. Be involved in policy formulation by coordinating with law enforcement agencies, the barangays, and LGOs. Your active role, involvement in the shaping of the local and national government policies would not only immerse you in different aspects of governance, but also bring you closer to the agency, which is also for the people. Let the center serve as a concrete reminder to all of you that your primary concern must always be the safety, security, and the welfare of the people. And it ends by saying, thank you very much and wish you all the best. Pwede na tayo mag-uwi po. You know, you do not know me really because I am a stranger to you. I was not a national personality or figure, and kayo naman ninyo ako kilala because I am just, or I was just a town mayor somewhere in Mindanao. Yung mga kalaban ko sa eleksyon, kilala niyo lahat. Kasi taga rito at mga kilalang pamilya. Ako po'y taga Mindanao at ako po'y hindi statesman. Sabi nila dapat presidente ka, statesman ka. You must be a statesman because you are already the president of a republic. Well, I'm sad to say that I have never really graduated from my traditional behavior, deportment, and maybe my paradigm about what a a public office should be. Eh ako lang yung mayor na, just like the mayor, I go around, I fix things, I see to it that this project is done, almost personalized, but never have I occupied a position where you direct only and you get angry only and you get sad only if things are not done the right way. But I would like to go to my diretsahan. I pahintuin mo nga iyang yawa na. Ingat. When I was mayor and I was a congressman, I was a congressman in 1999 to years 2000, 2001. For the life of me, I never used and even in Mindanao, andyan si General Galvante, who is now the LTO. I got him in General Delfen Lorenzana was my. I never used day one of my mayorship, I just used the pickup. Until today, I still use a pickup. Hindi ako nagpapakorne. I'm not trying to be inordinately modest, but the thing is, I am not used to it. So hanggang ngayon, if I travel around, nakaka-pick up lang ako. But kung gan sa araw, I have to use ewan ko kung sinong patayin sa amin, pero yung gusto nila, armorized ang gagamitin ko. Baka raw ambusin ako. At sino man mag-ambus sa akin, ano mo makukuha mo? Wala naman akong pera. You did not know me then, and maybe you do not know me now. Kaya lang, because of the high profile of the presidency, you get to know me from a distance and to the things that I talk about in public. But I was running on a platform of just a few promises, about 6 only. That is why during the presidential debate, I was always the first one to finish my piece because I just limited my words to bullets simply because I know that a minute and a half would not get me nowhere. So, yun ang ano ko. Pero tandaan lang ninyo to ha. These things I commit to you now, and I'll give you my word that I will do it. First, I said, I will stop corruption. And it is being done. Last night, we had a cabinet meeting, and I was trying really to avoid an embarrassing situation. But after reading the legal opinion of my office, vis-a-vis with the stand of the cabinet member, when he said that he was not informed of the legal opinion of his own office, hindi ako I lost my, if you answer me with that kind of statement that you never read the legal opinion of the legal officer of your own office, it's either you're taking me for a stupid, an idiot, or you are lying to your teeth, which sans the embarrassment or humiliation. Kaya ako naputang ina. So I said, you're fired. Just simply said, you're fired. Ngayon, totohanan yan. I was mayor of Davao for 23 years. I was a congressman for 1 term, 3 years. I was a vice mayor to my daughter when she was mayor. Yung, ewan ko kung kilala ninyo si Inday, yung nagbugbog ng sheriff, when she mauled the sheriff. Well, anyway, ang promise ko, yan. At tutuparin ko talaga yan. You can talk to me, and anybody can go to my office. I don't call it Malacanang Palace. It's a bit corny to me. It doesn't, most leaves a bad taste in the mouth. That Malacanang is the historical residence of the foreigners who colonized us and imposed imperialism in our country. But anybody can go to my office and you can complain. But to be sure that you are not deprived of the opportunity to air your grievance, yung 8888 sa PTB4 is very important. You can text your message, name the official if you know him, and if there is any shakedown, name the amount that being asked from you, name him, and I'll give you the pleasure of meeting him face-to-face in my office. At tanungin kita kung anong gusto mo. Sipain ko itong putang ina to o sampalin ko. You know, the reason why until now, nandyan pa yung graft and corruption sa lahat. In any government, land registration, police, clearance, and, well, of course, licenses, General Galvante is there, is improving. Because the Filipino is not assertive. You have to assert your right. Kaya pag hidingian ka, kung baski sino, police, o any government office, land registration, titles, and deeds, sabihin mo lang, use the language that would hit. Putang ina mo, nagbabayad ako sa iyo, I'm paying your salary, and Mayor Duterte has said that I will create a scene or a scandal so that these things will be heard. At pag barinig ako ng scandal, away, barilan dyan, magtanong ako, why, what happened? And you can always say, in the customs, immigration, huwag kayong bubayad. Pag maghingi, tell them, look, I pay you. It is your duty to serve me. You address me as sir. At ikaw, you are just a worker in government. All of us, Secretary Mamonjong, Director General Galvante sa LTO, lahat kaming mga elected officials, mga governors, mayors, we are just workers of government. That is why I do not use the word government official, because that is what spoils the head of these idiots in government. May mo lang, Baskisa. So, in the airport, lalo na yung mga mahirap, I do not want customs to be with the luggage. Total, pag deplane yan, it goes into a bodega, then it goes up to almost like an escalator to the conveyor. Meron dong camera. And if you have something there inside your bag that's a contraband or a prohibited item, they can always search it there. Hindi na kailangan umakyat yan, hintayin, or they will call your attention, who owns this bag. Kaya yung sabi ko, at the airport, if you have noticed, there's no more opening of bags. Diretso na. And, in the past, when I was mayor, congressman, tapos mga governor, we are just way by. Even if there's a kilometraheng baggage na lalo na galing Hong Kong, the traditional markets. Kami, baski ilan dali naming bagahe, lusot-lusot. Pagdating ng OFW, 2, 3, 4, kalkalin pa nila. I have prohibited that. There's no more opening of the bag, no more touching of the bag. Wala nang, wag hawakan ang mga bag ng mga pasero. Pag hinawakan mo, tapos may nakita kang bala, para sa akin, ikaw yun. Walang gagong Pilipino, no stupid Filipino would dare to travel abroad when he knows that here he is being checked for any explosives. Then when you go in to the terminals, you have another check because they have the customs there. Kaya yan ang pinagbabawal ko lahat, and a host of many other things. In the past, NEDA used to process papers at a rate of 1 year per document. I have ordered the cabinet members to process it in 1 month. And the directors, yung patamad-tamaran, ito yung nawawala sa opisina at paghintay ka. Land registrations, yung mga ganon. Regional director, you cannot simply get hold of them. They do not report to the office or half of the time they are out. So my order is that they have to report the first in the morning and last to leave the office in the evening. And I only give them 2 weeks, 15 days to process the paper. If it's not done, you text 8888 and I will process the papers for you. Pero putang ina, ipakain ko muna sa kanya yung iba. No, you have... Let's stop this business of oppressing the people and give them the respite for the years of corruption and uncertainty. Maawa kayo sa Pilipino. I am not saying that I am a saint. I've had my faults, plenty. But pera, corruption, I have no money, but I have many wives. You said that you need money to have so many wives. Oh, my wives are all rich, just like the speaker, Alvarez. Now he is facing a disbarment. Because this is a world of hypocrisy. Sino bang walang babae dito? Mayor Herbert, tumingin ka nga sa akin. Look at me straight in the eyes. And I'll tell you that you're a liar. That should be a non-issue actually. And do you know, kung alam ba ninyo, Speaker Alvarez is not a Catholic. He's just like me, his grandfather, Chinese. Ang nanay niya, Kalagan, Muslim. These are the Muslims of Davao. My lola is a Maranao. I am half Chinese, half Maranao, but my father was a Cebuano. Ganon kami. Kaya baski magsabi yung bebot na yan, marunong yan, sabi niya mga 5, 4 na, wala tayong magawa. He never converted to Christianity. So he is not bound by the rules of the number of women that you can have. Na, sabihin mo man, when you are charged, Herbert, you did not really, mademanda ka talaga yung balang araw. Huwag mong sabihin that you are a Catholic or you are a Protestant. All you have to say is that uh, I'm an atheist. Nung atheist ka, kasi the Christian, Judeo-Christian is one wife. But if you're an atheist, so you can have as much as you want, as long as you're able to. The thing there is that you are able to support the children. Yun lang. Why do you have to bother about how many wives? There are so, it's a chauvinist statement. But really, there are so many women and you're so short a time in this world. My God. Nandito tayo sa droga. Kaya talaga pumunta dito eh. In this drug campaign, just like I stake my life, my presidency, and my honor. But nothing will deter me from finishing this war against drug. When I was mayor, I knew that there was a problem, a serious one. But I thought all along that it was a sporadic or intermittent supply that would come in, but it was already being used extensively with its virulent effects shown by the behavior of the people. It was not until after I became president, when I had all the information, access to information, na dumating sa akin that there were already 3 million drug addicts during the time of General Santiago of Padilla. When I came in, I took in another general who was my chief of police many, many years ago. Kinuha ko, Joe La Peña. And the last year he came out with the figure, and we have breached the 1 million mark. It was 1,800,000. I do not know if it's the same old guys registering, surrendering again, but I would be place it at a very liberal number, something like, palagay natin 3,500,000. Okay? Contaminated with drugs. Now, forensic says that constant use of drug shrinks the brain of a human being, which means that after his brain has shrunk, he is no longer viable for rehabilitation. That is the reason why walang nagagamot at mag-slide dyan, because they have lost a considerable number of their cells in the brain. Yan ang problema ko. Because if you would notice, take a few steps back. Before I became a president, Senator Alan Cayetano has his figures, give it to me. There were 77,000 spanning 4 years, 3 years, deaths connected with drugs, either self-induced injuries or robbery with rape plus murder, robbery with rape plus homicide. Yun ang problema ko. And I placed the number, I said at the conservative, it's about 337. How many of them are already beyond repair? I do not have the correct figure. But I know that they are walking around completely insane. And that is why one of the reasons why I ran was because I was aware that it was really getting out of hand. And so many idiots from other countries tinkering, messing up, fucking the issue with that. Alam nila, with about 3 or 4 million, if we just add the figures, what am I now supposed to do with the poor guys who died in the hands of the addicts, the criminals, and the drug lords who kept on producing the shabu? The church and itong mga NGO, they would say Duterte is killing the drug lords, but he is killing the poor guys, the runners and everything. You know, when you are up to this kind of war, because I declared war, you have to destroy the enemy. The enemy is the apparatus of the drugs, the organization. You have to kill the drug lord. And my God, I am very sorry, I said. You have to kill also, even if they are the poor ones. And that statement came from the church, not from me. But you know, Inquirer and ABS-CBN would only print half of your statement and say, Duterte will kill the poor. It does not give you the slant, they call it. That is why I'm a lawyer. I'm a president. But you know, I was forced to be vulgar in my... Kasi nasabi ko dyan sa Inquirer, huwag kayo magbasa niyan, basura yan. Yan si Preto, mukha yan, Preto, the owner, kita mo mukhang pera. And just like ABS-CBN, you're all a bunch of shit. Nung eleksyon, sinabi ninyo na ako may 211 million in the bank. And I was trying to explain to them. But, you know, Inquirer and ABS even just keep on throwing the garbage. Pera, because I did not have the money to pay them. My political party was just a Mindanao grouping, PDP. So I was really now that I'm president, I'm asking everybody, including Central Bank and all the banks around, open your accounts. Because if I have even half of what they say, I will give you my resignation tomorrow. I will resign. Yan, that is my commitment to you, the Filipino people. And if there is any child of mine, my daughter, my son, I have 3 children, if they get involved even in graft, I will step down. Masiguro ninyo yan. But me as president, when I deal with the people, with government, I draw the line. You either go or I go, but we cannot stay together. I had said there will be no corruption in my government. I have fired 2 fraternity brothers, 2 associate commissioners of immigration, 1 in NIA, and I replaced them immediately. I was looking at the budget, 150 billion. I was, very, very careful. You just give me a whiff, and you're out. I said, last night I fired a cabinet member in a full cabinet meeting because I did not like his answer, because it was really a plain lie. Para siya nakausap na parang ginagawa daw ang gago. So in that case, you might leave the room. You might leave the room because you're fired. I am dismissing you. So that is, I am very exacting. So I should be exacting on myself also. Find the 211 million that they were using during the campaign. I told you I do not have that amount. But if there is an account, tapos pangalan ko, I will resign. On the matter of drugs, there will be no let-up until the last day of my term. That would be 5 years and a few months. Say that no more killing. No. There will be killings, but only to those crimes na, or allegedly crimes na napatay ng police. I gave the orders, and I was very exact and specific. Go out and hunt for them, capture them, apprehend them if still possible. But if you are confronted with violence, with violent equipment or gun, and you feel that your life is in danger, kill the idiot. That was my order. And I stand by my, I take full criminal, if there is any civil liability for those crimes committed by the law enforcement, by the military, pursuant to that order of mine. Go out and hunt for them. Arrest them if possible. But if you are confronted with violence and you think that you will die, I would rather see a criminal, dead criminal there, than a dead. So, and to date, I have lost 32 soldiers and about 29 policemen since we started the operation. In Mindanao, it is fueling the ISIS. What is fueling the ISIS in the Arab countries are the oil. In Mindanao, they're using shabu. And that is why in operation against shabu laboratories, I lose soldiers, because their compound, their cooking kitchen there are guarded by 2-3 M60 machine guns, and my soldiers had to, and police, just have to fight it out just like an ordinary shooting war. So, hindi matatapos yun. And I will hit hard. And I told the PNP to reconfigure the men, because some of them were into it and a lot of them were, well, I said, if you are a policeman or a military man and you are into this kind of business, you will go first. I will prioritize your death. Kaya yung mga police, lay off, stay off. If you want this country to experience wala ng patayan, or at least minus the dead drug lords, drop the shabu now. Drop it tonight, and tomorrow there will be no deaths connected with drugs. Drop it now. If you are into it, drop it now. Otherwise, one day, you will really die. So, the others were the economics. And I told this Makati Business Club, si Del Rosario, inimbita niya ako, invited me for a speaker. But I told him that, Mr. Del Rosario, I am not an economist. I am not into the business world, because my job back home and before I became a mayor I was a prosecutor. If we talk about criminal law, I can lecture to you on and on. But if you ask me about questions of policy economics, I have none. But I'll just give you the plain, simple economics that I learned from college and high school. But I was not good at it even. 75 lang ako doon. So they invited me. And you know what? Del Rosario after allowed himself to be interviewed at nagdaldal kasi wala daw akong economic agenda. Gum-gum ka pala eh. Sinabi ko sa iyo, wala akong alam ng economics. Bagsak nga ako first grading dyan. I remember getting 68. Ito mga tao talaga. Well, anyway, I have allowed the Sonny Dominguez, who's my childhood friend. We were classmates since kindergarten until high school. Was the valedictorian. I studied in Harvard for and he's running he used to be the Secretary of Agriculture during Cory's time. He was once upon a time the president of PAL. And I think he was BPI official. He got him and together with Mon Lopez and Pernia of the economics UP, and they are running the country. We're doing well. I'm sure I was correct in going to China and making friends with them. I did not commit a mistake. I said that if you see things that are sprucing up now, it's because of our friendship with China. Noon, kasi yung banana exportations natin suffered a lot. Maraming diferensya, the quality and gano'n. So I went to China and said, Mr. Xi Jinping, I'm not here to ask for anything. I'd just like to find out what's wrong with our products. We used to have a vibrant export-import. And as a matter of, there was one time that the balance of trade was almost even. Now we are no longer exporting and we keep on importing your things. So, and he really, because they thought all the while that I was dovetailing the foreign economic policies. No, I want to run my own line. And now our bananas are back into business. It's 100% restoration. The pineapples, a little bit late because there were some lots that were no longer planted because of the slowdown. But now they are being planted again, and we are hitting about 60%. In the fullness of God's time, we would be exporting all because China said, we will buy all. Half of the year, China is frozen like Russia. They need everything. And I said, never mind if it is not in good quality, we will wash it to qualify it. Ayaw mo pa yan. So I said that, and I'm going to put in this, but I have to go to China next month for the One Road, One Belt. I have to go to Putin to talk about opening a new market somewhere in the east of Europe, Eastern Europe. And I want to learn something from him. Maybe someday America, but that's a long shot. Putin is, how do you stay single and be happy all the time, Mr. Putin? I'd like to ask him that question. Give me the secret. And I'm going there just to make friends. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, I have no military alliances with anybody. We have a standing treaty with America. It was signed 1950, RPUS Pact. So we are not allowed to, enter into another alliance because that is a treaty, and it says there it's between America and the Philippines. Military. So you can join any economic circuit there, but we are not allowed to. And I am not interested in military alliances. And as I was talking to Mr. Abe of Japan, he had breakfast in my house, in my little house. And I said, I'm not, and he said that nothing of the sort for us. And I said, yes, correct, Mr. Premier, because if you go to war now and you explode all the rockets of Russia, China, America, Britain and all, it will be the end of the world. So, see you in heaven if that happens. So I'm took quite a bit of time. Ayun lang muna, I'm stressing corruption and hindi talaga ako pwede. Hindi talaga ako pwede. So, totoo lang. Hindi ako nagpapakorne, hindi ako sa Bisaya, nagpahilas. But I am not just up to it. And I said na give the people a respite of the years of corruption which has really pulled our country down. Kaya hindi tayo makaangat, gano'n eh. Kasi kung magipasok, puro hingi, puro patay. Ngayon, I am making you the ideal employer. We are the workers of government. So, kami, we are just your trabahante. You order us what you want to do through your representatives, the congressman and mayor. You elected them. So, give them the importance so that they can echo or re-echo what the people want. But ako, sabihin ko sa inyo, yung pera ninyo, pati resources of government, will be used exclusively for your benefit. It does not include the pockets of the